Trustees Anderson and I attended and presented at the Association of American Community Colleges 96th Annual Convention in Chicago. We were joined by President Weber, Provost Rich Haney, and Associate Vice President Eric Glavin. And we presented on aligning governance and community colleges for student success. So, Trustee Anderson, any comments on that?
It was very nice to present with you guys, and Dr. Haney and Gary Lavin did a great job. Thank you.
Yeah, it was well attended.
It was.
It's a nice way to show what we are doing here at CLC and aligning governance towards work with community college student success. I think there's a great deal of interest from the audience members from all over the country, actually. So that was very good. Next is the ICCTA Lobbying Day. So several trustees will be attending the Lobby Day, which is the first week in May in Springfield. And of course, this will be our opportunity to continue the dialogue that we've been doing with our legislatures on the budget, or lack of budget. I think Dr. Weber's going to bring us up to speed with what happened late last week with the General Assembly and the governor signing the bill. It's the beginning, it's the start. So be optimistic about that, but the work is not over as of yet. It helps. That concludes my report, unless there's questions in the chair. Hearing none, I'll turn it over to the President's report.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. First thing, I did want to talk about the state budget. We're going through the college, and I sent a little note out Friday that we got, that we received some piece of funding. It amounts to $2.18 million out of an expected $8 million. So it's good that we have something. It's good that that's coming. And we think with a number of other measures and the belt tightening we've been doing, Ken Gotch is going to report on that, but we're projecting that we'll be able to come with a balanced budget for FY16. So we'll see that. So that's helpful, but it would really be great to have the rest of that so that we don't have to put off other things. We're putting off things we would have spent that on and other issues, and having to tighten our belt over and over actually. So the bill also is going to give us some MAP funding, and that's good. We don't know exactly how much yet, but we're thinking it's going to be about 50% or $350,000 for us. I'll just say we're going to go to Springfield next week. Another issue besides this funding that we want to talk to our legislators about is the whole Capitol building issue also. So we're going to bring pictures of what our blue building there looks like, and I'm going to enlist you to talk to our legislators about that when we're down there. And we're going to see about if we can shake some capital money loose for that, because the runway on that is about 2 or 3 months left or so. You'll hear a little bit more about that later. Well, let me say on a positive, really good news, we're going to start a debt-free college information sessions. Local author John Wasik has a degree, the debt-free degree is the series he's going to do, and he's an author of a book related to funding and finance for college. So those will be May 3rd, May 10th, and May 16th. We're getting the information out, and we'll be sending that information to the board, and you have a flyer right there that gives you all the information on it. Feel free to invite anyone that you know, it's open to the general public, and we'd like to get attendance on that.
Question.
Yeah.
Can we get this to the high schools? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
needs to know.
Yeah.
It's already been sent.
Yeah, and really, we talked to our high school alliance partnership about this when we developed the concept. We run all these ideas by the superintendents, and they liked it.
Yeah, before we even went to this, we went and talked to the high school, and they said this would be something. In fact, one of our, I guess, the long-range plan of this is to do these three, see how it goes, and then be able to offer it at the high schools in partnership with the high schools.
Good, good.
Is it up on our website and our Facebook page too?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. So, really nice. Then also I wanted to shift, just talk for a second about the Lake County partners, because you have on tonight's agenda, there are two related items really, authorizing transferring of some funds to the auxiliary, and part of that hooks into that partnership we have with the Lake County partners. I really see this as picking up steam on the Lake County Partners website. There's a great video, and I think we sent you a link to it, an update, but I'll email you a link to all the board members so you can just click on it and see that. But it's a great video they did about the ecosystem, the workforce ecosystem. And in the video, CLC's mentioned as one of the partners. Lamar Black is on there talking about manufacturing and what we're doing here. So great connection. And we really see them as the door opener, really, to help us build this training and this new WPDI area that's really going to try to focus on revenue generation through training, right? So that's what we'll be doing.
But Jerry,
Yeah.
when the Lake County Partner person was
Yep.
here last time, was it last month or the month
January,
before?
yeah.
And he talked about waiting for students to graduate from some of our programs because they have jobs waiting for them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that just resonates. That's just amazing that we have programs that are in such demand that students are being waited for to graduate so they can go to work right away. That's amazing.
Well, the worst part comes next when they start taking them before they graduate and
Yeah.
have
And
a lower
that
completion
happens,
rate.
that happens in some of our programs.
Yeah, that happens to some of them. But they're getting good jobs, so that's great. So then I wanted to also just remind you, just to shift to, we're going to talk about those policies a little bit that we are on the second reading of. And so in addition to Bob Riley's attendance, Rachel Lettner is present here. She's worked closely with Julia Guiney on these policy revisions that are included in your board material. And the best deal is that they're only charging us for one attorney, so good deal. And but I know Bob and Rachel felt very strongly it would be great to have her here as we talk through those, and I agree. Wanted to also make you aware that we are going to have, I think we talked about this at a board meeting, of using the college as a site, and we are going to now have the Girls on the Run event May 22nd, and we'll have 29 Lake County schools that will participate. We're looking at approximately 3,000 girls and 3,000 sponsors, along with 400 volunteers at this event. So we'll fill up the place, and these are going to be young folks probably between the 3rd and 8th grade girls there and this is a way of getting them involved and getting to learn. And we're also going to maybe say a few things about CLC to them while they're here, so promote that. And then finally, I just wanted to remind the board, we have a bunch of events coming up. I'll just read them, but we'll send a reminder out too that there's a foundation reception this Sunday, and we'll send that out to you again. It's from 2 to 4, and we have the Employees Recognition Dinner May 4th, so as soon as you're done with Lobby Day, we'll come back for that and get to make a very long day of it. And we have the 31st annual Waukegan Main Street Luncheon. If you want to sign up for that, please let Karen know. Aaron Lawler and myself and Mayor Motley are the speakers on the panel. And I wanted to mention also that Jim Ryan is the president and CEO of WW Granger, is very excited to be at our commencement. We're making the arrangements. We actually have some of the past recipients of the Tools for Tomorrow Scholarship at CLC that Granger gives, and they're going to have a luncheon with Jim Ryan. He wanted to speak to them and talk to them and find out how their careers are doing. And then also, just 2 other things, and that is, I think you all know that the Salute to Gospel is now May 21st at Waukegan High School, so I think trustees Phil Kerrigan and Linda Paul will be offering remarks. I'll be attending also. And one other event I want to make you aware of, it's May 6th. We'll be sending the information. I think you have the information here. No? Yeah, you have a flyer.
Which one?
You have so much information here, but this is the garde manger. This is the class. Oh, yeah, here it is. I'm going to let, or I would like at least for Trustee Gashgarian to maybe mention this event, if you would. So,
This is a wonderful event which showcases the culinary students and the students who do these phenomenal pastry items. You're going to eat well, you're going to support a good cause. Go to it. Go to it. You won't be sorry.
and it's a scholarship event too. It's a fundraiser for students, so that's why our foundation gets behind it too and sends information out. I'm going to plug just the Lake County Green Conference, which is here this Friday. We have corporates there. We have folks, the executive director for CMAP is there to talk about regional planning. Very interesting. And then finally, I want to mention to you the board, we've talked before about online courses, how we get about 16% of our enrollment through online. So Dr. Haney's been having discussions with the faculty and the Provost Council and everybody to talk about this. At the cabinet level, we wanted to create an online campus. So you have 3 physical campuses and you'll have a 4th online campus. So let Rich talk about it a little bit because he's maybe more grounded in it.
Yeah, and I think, as I've explained and talked with faculty, really the first phase of this is really taking everything that we already do in online. We're one of the leaders in Illinois in online education, and packaging it so that people can find it more easily. I often say we drive up and down 45, we see billboard after billboard that talks about online instruction, but we never see the College of Lake County online. So creating this as an online campus really does provide more of a focal point. Phase 2 of this is being more intentional about how we drive students to online education and continuing to focus on student success rates. We want to make sure we keep pushing that up within our online courses.
Okay, any questions on that?
So then, are we going to have then opportunities for them to have different start times because it's online and different lengths of courses, and so there's going to be a lot more flexibility than the on-campus
Yeah,
courses?
in fact, we're already starting those kinds of things, and we've been doing those for a while. But one of the big pieces of that is, you know, if a student decides they want to start classes, and I'll just say in October, you know, we can't wait until January to get them started. We want to have options available for them. So the deans have done a great job in working with their faculty to create multiple start times. There are some challenges with multiple start times and financial aid, but we're working through some of those.
Right, so we can learn from the onlines. I mean, the for-profits who do so much of
Right.
that. Yeah, good.
And it'll tie into
Great.
this partnership. We're going to announce that we've been working on a partnership with universities, so we'll announce that pretty soon.
How would you get 45 contract hours if you started in October? When would it cost you?
It would end in December. But you'd be able to do it.
How are you going to get 45 contract hours?
I'd have to look at the schedule. I'll let Dr. Stomper worry about that.
You're going to have 45 contact hours, you know that.
Yeah. Of course. You teach
Would you-
online. You teach online.
We have 45 contact hours. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't
Well,
start
then-
in October. I mean, it's just-
Oh, I see.
That's my issue.
Well, your only limitation is 1 credit hour a week.
Yeah.
And that's your only limitation. A student can take classes 8 hours a day.
Yeah, sure.
If need be.
Not
But
online.
through the Higher Learning Commission, really it's only 1 credit hour a week is the limitation.
Well, when you figure it out, let me know.
All right. And you can flex
It's
your
already figured
schedule.
out.
We'll help you flex your schedule.
You want us to come, right?
No,
Right.
You could probably have an online
If you
class.
get stuck, let me know.
Yeah.